Alright, let's do this. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my first makeup tutorial. I am so excited to be doing this today. I've been wanting to do it for a really long time. I just never really found the time or really had the equipment to do these, but I finally got some studio lighting for Christmas from my parents. Thanks, Mom and Dad. So I decided to go ahead and sit down and film my first tutorial. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I don't really know what I'm going to call it yet. This is the look today. It's very simple, nothing too crazy on the eyes, no crazy falsies, but it is a full face of makeup. So I think I'm going to call it like a daytime glam thing, kind of. I don't know yet, but yeah, we'll see. So I guess thank you for watching. Here we go and enjoy the video. Alright, so we are going to start out with putting concealer all over our lids. I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. I do this instead of using an eyeshadow primer because I feel that it works the same. And then I am going to start blending that out with a Real Techniques angled foundation brush. Just get all those creases out. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with the NYX shadow in Lap Dance and then mix it with the Naked Truth. This is just going to be a base for the rest of our colors. We're going to keep everything super neutral today. Next I'm going to go in with this other NYX shadow. It's kind of like a cool tone taupey pinky shade. And just kind of once again blend that throughout the crease. Just doing windshield wiper and circular motions with no real rhyme or reason or anything. I'm just kind of laying that into the crease. Alright, so next up we're going to dip into the Morphe 35K palette and grab these two colors and mix them together in the upper right hand corner. And once again we're just kind of laying this into the crease, keeping it in the lower half and then of course keeping it on that outer third of the lid just to add a little bit extra dimension to the eye. And I'm just going to keep building up this color until I get the intensity that I desire. The brushes I'm using, the silver one is a It Cosmetics blending brush and the gold one is a Sonia Kashuk natural hair blending brush. That's the two that I always use in my day-to-day makeup looks. And then I'm going to take that Sonia Kashuk brush once again just to kind of blend everything out. Didn't add any additional product on, just want to make sure there's no harsh lines. And now we're going to go ahead and go into the Lorac MegaPro 2 palette and grab the color Bisque. I'm going to take a flat Sonia Kashuk brush, this is kind of like the 242 from MAC, and lay that in the inner 2/3 of the lid just to kind of brighten everything up in there. This color is really nice. It has a really natural sheen to it, no glitter or anything, but it's the perfect white, creamy, shimmery, it's not even shimmery, it's just a sheen of a shade. Alright, and then for eyeliner, we're going to use the Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black, the gel liner, and grab a Morphe angled liner brush. And I'm just going to start putting this tightly on my lash line, almost to tight line the eyes at first. I'm not doing this with any sort of precision, I'm just kind of putting this color down to intensify my lashes for the false lashes that we're going to go on with later. Alright, so for eyelashes, we are going to go in with the Duo Glue in Clear and some Ardell Demi Wispies. And I'm going to go ahead and just put the glue on. I usually let my glue sit for about 2 minutes before I even attempt to put it on my eye. I find that waiting just 30 seconds, it's not enough. The longer I feel that I wait, the easier it is for me to pop my lashes on. And then I always like to place it on with tweezers and then go in with my fingertips for the outer corner of the lashes. And then I kind of squeeze my natural lashes and the falsies together just to make sure that they're really on there. And then I grab those tweezers once again for the inner corner just to make sure that I can really get it as close to my lash line as possible. Alright, and as I was doing this, I realized I forgot to put mascara on my lashes before popping on my falsies. So I'm just going to lightly curl them. just to bind the natural lash and false lash together, and then add some mascara. I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and really just kind of hit the roots of my lashes. I'm going to stay away from the ends and just kind of focus it on the roots to bind the lashes together. Alright, and onto eyebrows. I used 3 different pencils. I'm going to start with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Caramel, and then move on to the NYX Micro Brow Pencils in both Ash Brown and Taupe. I start with Caramel, just kind of lining out my brows, filling them in just a little bit, and then I really go and define them with the Ash Brown color, and then take Taupe for the inner corner, just to keep it as natural as possible. And then this is actually the first time I did my brows before my foundation, and I actually kind of like the way that it turned out. It gave me a little bit more time to clean everything up and make sure that nothing else got messed up in this process. Alright, and onto the face, which is my favorite part. I'm going to start with the BECCA Backlight Priming Filter and work that in all over the face. And then I'm going to move on to the NIVEA Men Post Shave Balm in Sensitive. I'm going to push this into my pores as well and wait till this gets tacky to then add in the foundation. Alright, for foundation today, I'm just going to prep up my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge with a little bit of Fix Plus. And then for foundation, I use 2. I'm going to mix the L'Oreal True Match and Maybelline Fit Me, the Dewy and Smooth. And I'm going to add that into my face with a BH Cosmetics Flat Top Kabuki brush, just to lay everything down, make sure I get the coverage that I want. And then you will see later that I take my Real Techniques sponge and I'm going to pounce everything out to make the foundation look as natural as possible. Now, it looks like my foundation is super light today. I think it's just the lighting that I have. I'm still trying to figure all of my lighting out, but it doesn't look like this in person at all. Alright, and on to concealer. I'm going to use 2 again. I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Conceal in Fair and put that on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the forehead, the chin, and then 3 dots under each eye. And then I'm going to mix that with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm. Just because I felt like the Maybelline concealer was a little bit too pink for my skin and extremely light. And then the Naked Skin is a little bit more of a yellowy base, so mixing them together gave me the perfect color. Alright, and then I'm just going to blend everything out again with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, but I'm going to use the pointed end. To set my concealer, I'm going to take the Airspun Loose Powder and Translucent Extra Coverage and have my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge in there, and then just kind of place this powder underneath my eyes. It's kind of like baking, but it's not. I'm not really using that much powder. I just like the coverage that I get when I use the sponge, and then I also am going to place that over my nose as well, just to make sure nothing moves. For the rest of my face, I'm going to take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Medium Golden and place that on the other sections of my face very lightly. I really like this powder. It has, once again, a really natural sheen to it, so I can set my foundation without everything looking cakey and super matte. Moving on to bronzing and contouring, I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, starting with this middle color, which is Shadow Play. And I'm just going to bronze up the face with this huge Morphe powder brush, just hitting my cheeks, my forehead as well, and then I do drag it down my neck as well, just to kind of make sure that everything there is matching. Alright, and for contour, I'm going to grab the color Subconscious from the Shade and Light palette, sorry, on a Morphe M523 brush, and really just focus that in the hollows of my cheeks, and then up towards my hairline, on my forehead, and then on the sides of my nose, just for a really soft nose contour, and then I throw that right below my chin as well. Then I'm going to grab that Airspun powder once again and bake the underside of my contour just to make sure nothing moves. I'm taking the e.l.f. contouring brush and then just placing that exactly where I want that sharp line to be, but later I will go back and blend that out so that it's not like wham in your face. For highlighting today, we're going to grab the BECCA and Jaclyn Hill palette and grab the Champagne Pop Color and Pearl, mix them together, place this all over the face. Start with the high points of the cheekbones, tip of the nose, cupid's bow, a little bit right above the eyebrow. And you'll notice that this isn't very intense on my cheekbones. Not because the color is bad or anything, it's just the fact that I don't have very high cheekbones to begin with, and so it never looks as intense as it really is on camera. But you can see the top of my nose is just like bing in your face, crazy highlight. Same thing with my cupid's bow, so don't be fooled. It's an extremely intense and beautiful highlight. And just for a little extra glow today, we are going to go in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight, just for, well, because we wanted to. Why not? Then I'm going to blend out all that highlight with this e.l.f. stippling brush. I really like this brush, especially for this, because it is nice and small and tight, so I can really get in there and make sure that everything is blended out nice and smoothly without it going all over my face. And for blush today, we're going to go in with BECCA Songbird. This blush is gorgeous. It's a really nice pinky sheen without having any glitter or shimmer in it. We're just going to place that on the cheekbones and drag it back towards the ear. And I'm going to use the Morphe E4 brush for this. This is the best blush brush out there. It makes everything so easy and so simple. And for the lower lash line, I'm just going to add some black mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black, and this is the waterproof kind. Then I'm going to go in with the NYX Eyebrow Gel Control Freak and just set my eyebrow. And now we're going to take another Sonia Kashuk brush. This is number 115. It's just a huge stippling duo fiber brush. I'm just going to blend out all of that bake just to get the excess powder off, and you can kind of see how it's already. Then I'm going to take that Morphe look very natural with no extra product on the brush and just blend everything out to make sure that we don't have just a straight line of contour. And then adding a little extra blush. I felt like I needed just a little bit more. Alright, and onto lips, we're just going to clean this up with a makeup wipe. And then for liner, we're going to use Max O Honey. It's a pro longwear lip liner. And I'm first going to outline the bottom part of my lip and then kind of drag it and place it all over my lips just to make sure that my lipstick stays all day. And for lipstick, we're going to take the Gerard Cosmetics Buttercup color, created by Jaclyn Hill. It's a really nice, soft, nude, peachy pink color. Alright, check yourself out a little bit. Oh yeah, and now to set our face, we're going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and place that on first. Kind of just take a quick bath. Whoa, look at those devil eyes. And then take the MAC Fix Plus spray and do the same thing just to make sure that all of our powders kind of meld together. Alright, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.